I've had the goal of self-filming a successful red deer hunt for quite some time now, but it's never seemed to work out quite right. Whether it was due to being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or wind shifting right when I don't want it to, or stubborn stags not wanting to close the final distance into the camera shot, it has always been a struggle, but I never thought of it turning around in the chaotic way that it did. Three weeks before, I'd been in the same spot and seen this hind and yearling. Knowing that they hadn't been too bothered, when April came around they'd still be here, and no doubt so would a stag.
Morning guys, that's the end of April. I'm taking the Bagara for a walk with me. See if any stags are still roaring. See if I can get onto something, because the freezer's very, very low. So, fingers crossed.
No sooner had I got to the top of the first hill when I noticed this stag and hind on the opposite face. Not wanting to shoot him this close to the skyline, I had plenty of time to get everything set up while I waited for him to come down a little bit. Finally, the temptation of getting closer to one of his hinds became too much for him, and he came down off the top of the hill.
Yes! Got him! Yes! Got him! It's rolled all the way to the bottom. Ah, stag down! So stoked. Oh man, this has been a really hard roar, honestly. And I mean, 10 minutes into the hunt, stag down, 276 yards. Oh man, so happy. It'll be a bit of a slog to get to him, but I'll just go all the way up around the top and come down to him. Man, I'm so happy. So happy. That's a lot of venison and some bone. Let's go check him out. Suddenly, more deer appeared off to my left on the other face. A well-timed hind call held them in place long enough to take a shot. Unfortunately, this deer moved out of camera frame just before I took the shot. I don't know if the camera got that one. There it is, dropped it. Right, that'll do I think. There's one more down here, but I think I might let her go. Mark! 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 Well guys, that was crazy. I started off, saw the stag and the hind. shot the stag, 276 yards. Then after a while of frigging around, talking to the camera, stuff like that, spotted another couple of deer on top of here, 202 yards away. So I shot another one. Felt like a good shot. I ran over the hill. It's probably dead just there somewhere. Then, God, they're coming to me. Mark! Mark! This is crazy. Two. Mark. Honestly, you can't make this stuff up. This is mental. I've probably seen, God, I don't even know how many deer. 20? This is mental. I mean, I've shot 3 and they're still all around. There's one still staring at me. She's finally decided to run off up the hill. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, 10 minutes into the hunt, stag. Shot the stag, 272 yards. Then, after talking to you guys for a bit, getting everything sorted, getting the GoPro and stuff put away, 202 yards to my left, up on the ridgeline, 2 deer. So, shot one at 202. Then, that was just pandemonium. Deer just started running out of everywhere. One ran down towards me, so I shot that one too. It probably, I'd say that one would have been about 190 yards. Shot that one. So yeah, 3 deer down, and just deer running everywhere. This is crazy. I'm not shooting anymore. This is probably more meat than my freezer can handle. So, just going over now, check out my stag, then check out the other 2. Right, I'm up here where the stag was. I'm just going to drop right down to him. Man, adrenaline's worn off, so this climb's hard. It's yeah, it's a bit more frantic than my usual videos, but I just can't believe it. I was just straight into it, eh? Anyway, yeah, I'll drop down to him, give you guys a first look at him. Man, he's weird looking. Now that is one to take out of the gene pool. 1, 2, 3, 1 and a nub. You don't want this guy breeding. So I'm super stoked I shot him. And he was the dominant stag too. He was holding like 20 hinds. So good to put him down. Anyway, we'll get him set up in a better spot and give you guys a good look. Stop. Yes. Alrighty. It's a heavy stag. Well guys, here he is. A good one to take out of the gene pool. He's obviously never going to be a trophy. Hell of a character, but definitely no trophy. But I'm just super stoked to have him on the deck. Roars have been really tough for me. I just never seem to be where the action is. Never hear any roaring. There's no roaring today, but the action was off the chain. But yeah, super stoked with this boy. Good sized body on him. He's only a young stag, but at the same time he's not one you want in the gene pool, you know. You don't want these genetics being passed on. So stoked with this guy. Thank you so much, matey. You are really, really appreciated. Woo! Oh, that's the stag all prepped. I'm going to need some help to get him out. I brought the head out, but where he is, I can't get him on my own. It's too sketchy, so I'm going to enlist help. First, I'm going to go up and deal with these other deer and get them down to the bottom where I can get a vehicle to them. And of course, it started raining. Oh, it can't dampen my spirits today though. Man, what a morning. Hey guys, got the third one I shot. Nice tasty yearling. Woo, super stoked with that. Oh, I'll get her down to the track, go find the other one, and then deal with both of them. Here's the second one I shot. Another tasty yearling. Man, I'm super stoked. Right, she's 20 yards from the other one, so I'll just drag her down. Well guys, here we are. The two other deer I shot. This was the second one I shot, and that was the third one. 3 shots, 3 deer. Super stoked with that. They're 2 nice yearlings, so they'll be real good chewing. Stag will probably all go into mince or something because he's really rutty and he stinks. So yeah, grind him up into mince, he'll be good to go. These 2 girls, however, steaks, lots and lots of steaks. Oh man, I'm so happy. Normally during the roar I wouldn't shoot hinds, but the neighbouring property has had the council come through with colours, which, I mean, you know, that's fine. Clearly there are too many deer. The problem is the colours have been bringing their mates in, and then their mates have been coming in onto his property and poaching on our property as well. So I would rather these hinds go in my freezer than for them to illegally shoot them and maybe not even take them, you know. So yeah, not that I need to justify taking meat, but I just want you guys to know where I'm coming from, you know, being the roar and everything like that. You know, it's stag time. But yeah, also it's good to keep the population down anyway. Yeah, us hunters have a problem with, you know, DOC, councils, all that sort of thing, doing deer control. But we do it to ourselves by leaving populations unchecked and just way too high. You know, we're so focused during the roar on our stag that we get our stag and we're like, yeah, sweet, job done. We cut the head off, cut the back straps out, and off we go. But what we've done is we've left the population of hinds exactly the same. And these guys are the breeders, and they're going to breed a fawn every year. So, you know, when, like, I'm not saying don't shoot your stag, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is once you've shot your stag, take out a hind or 2. I mean, you're going to get way better meat off the hind than you will off a ruddy stag. And you're going to do your part to stop radical deer control. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're out there. You've got your stag, like, go for your stag. That's why we do it. Go for your stag, get your stag, clean up a couple of hinds, do your bit, get yourself some quality meat. Oh well, that's enough of my chit chat. I'll get these 2 prepped, get them down to where I can get the truck in, go get some help to get the stag out, and yeah, happy days. Right guys, got the second 2 down to where I can get a vehicle to them. I'm going to carry my gear and the stag's head out, get a vehicle, come back, grab these 2, and also pick up some help to get the stag out. What's interesting, this one here, not a hind, it's actually a hummel. For those of you who don't know what a hummel is, it's a stag without antlers. Nothing, no bumps, nothing. Crazy. But yeah, oh well, grab the stuff, go back, get a vehicle and some help. That'll be it, I think. Thanks a lot for watching. One hell of a morning. I don't think this will be topped in a hurry. Catch you on the next one.